Modern life often pulls us into a relentless cycle of work, pressures, and expectations, gradually draining our inner peace. But have you ever wondered if there's a way to live a fulfilling and serene life without constantly chasing something? The profound principles of Buddhism might just hold the answer. In this journey, we will explore 13 foundational Buddhist principles, teachings on non-attachment, mindfulness, gratitude, compassion, and more. These principles are not just theoretical, but practical guidelines that help us find peace and freedom within ourselves. Let's dive into each lesson and discover how they can transform our lives, making each day meaningful and allowing us to face challenges with an open heart and a calm mind. 1. Non-attachment. Non-attachment is often described as one of Buddhism's foundational teachings, and it has profound implications for both inner peace and the way we approach life. At its heart, non-attachment encourages us to release ourselves from rigid expectations, from the need for outcomes to conform exactly to our desires. This doesn't mean abandoning goals, rather. It's an invitation to engage with life fully while accepting that results are often beyond our control. In modern society, we are surrounded by messages that promote achievement, success, and validation from external sources. We're taught to set goals, strive tirelessly, and place high expectations on ourselves and others. However, clinging too tightly to these outcomes often leads to stress, disappointment, and even resentment, especially when results don't align with our plans. Practicing non-attachment allows us to invest wholeheartedly in our efforts while maintaining an openness to whatever outcome may unfold. Non-attachment in work and career. Imagine dedicating months or even years to a particular project at work. You've invested time, energy, and creativity, hoping it will lead to a promotion or recognition. However, if the outcome falls short, disappointment may overshadow the sense of accomplishment you felt along the way. Non-attachment teaches us to shift our focus from the end result to the process itself, the learning, growth, and skills we gained. For example, when I was working on a significant project early in my career, I placed a lot of emphasis on the end result, believing that success would bring validation. However, when the project's results didn't match my expectations, I was left feeling disheartened. It took some time to realize that the experience itself was invaluable. I had gained skills, made connections, and expanded my perspective, things that had enriched my career and life in ways a promotion never could. Non-attachment helped me reframe my focus and find fulfillment in the journey rather than in the final outcome. Non-attachment in relationships. Relationships, too, benefit from the practice of non-attachment. We often hold expectations of our loved ones, believing they should act, think, or feel a certain way. Yet, when they don't meet these expectations, it can lead to disappointment and strain in the relationship. Embracing non-attachment doesn't mean we stop caring about others. Rather, it means loving them as they are, without trying to impose our desires on them. For example, I used to have high expectations of my friends and family. I wanted them to think or act in ways that aligned with my beliefs. But I came to understand that each person has their own path and unique experiences that shape their views. By practicing non-attachment, I began appreciating my loved ones for who they are, with all their unique perspectives and differences. This shift brought a sense of peace and harmony to my relationships. Instead of feeling disappointed or frustrated when others didn't meet my expectations, I found myself more open and understanding. Personal growth through non-attachment. The journey of practicing non-attachment is not without its challenges. It's natural to desire control over the events in our lives and to want things to go as planned. But life, as we know, is often unpredictable. Learning to let go has been one of the most transformative experiences in my personal growth. Through meditation and reflection, I began observing my attachments more closely. I noticed how much weight I placed on things like recognition, validation, and success. When I started to loosen my grip on these expectations, I felt a sense of freedom and lightness. Non-attachment gave me the courage to pursue my goals with dedication, but without fear of failure. Because my happiness was no longer tied to a specific result. Cultivating non-attachment daily. Cultivating non-attachment is a gradual process. One of the most effective practices I've found is journaling my experiences and reflections each day. By doing this, I'll become more aware of the moments when attachment creeps in, when I start placing too much emphasis on how things should be. This practice reminds me to recenter my focus on the present, appreciating the experience rather than clinging to the outcome. Another helpful practice is setting intentions at the beginning of the day. I remind myself that my worth and peace of mind are not dependent on meeting specific outcomes, but rather on how I show up in each moment. This simple intention has helped me approach life with a sense of curiosity and openness, allowing me to embrace whatever comes with greater ease and acceptance. A path toward inner peace. Non-attachment has proven to be a journey toward inner peace and freedom. It's an ongoing process of recognizing when we're holding on too tightly and reminding ourselves that true peace comes from within, not from achieving external goals or outcomes. It requires patience, mindfulness, and self-compassion as we gradually learn to let go of rigid expectations and find joy in the present. The more I practice non-attachment, the more I discover a sense of tranquility that's not shaken by external circumstances. With each small step, I've found that life becomes less about controlling outcomes and more about embracing each moment. Fully aware that the beauty of life lies in its impermanence and unpredictability. Two, mindfulness. Mindfulness is the ability to focus entirely on the present moment, to live in it without judgment or distraction. In modern life, we are often pulled into worries about the future or regrets about the past, causing us to lose connection with the present. Mindfulness is not just a state of mind, but a way of life, allowing us to enjoy each moment without being burdened by thoughts of what is yet to come or what is already past. Mindfulness in daily life. A simple example of mindfulness is enjoying a morning cup of coffee, instead of drinking it quickly while scrolling through the phone or planning the day. Mindfulness allows us to savor each sip, feel the warmth of the cup in our hands, and notice the aroma. This focus on small details brings a sense of joy and calm, helping us to live fully in even the simplest moments of life. For me, mindfulness has become an essential part of my daily routine. The brief moments I take to focus on my breathing or present sensations help me reduce stress and maintain calm. I've realized that joy doesn't only come from grand achievements, but also from the smallest details. Simple acts like sipping tea, feeling a cool breeze, or listening to birds bring me a sense of peace and happiness. Mindfulness in relationships. Mindfulness has also changed how I listen and connect with others. When I listen with full attention, I not only understand them better, but also build deeper connections. This change benefits not only me, but also those around me. As I create more meaningful, compassionate relationships, mindfulness has helped me cherish each conversation, allowing me to build a life rooted in presence and understanding. Practicing mindfulness daily. To practice mindfulness daily, I often use the technique of stepping back in my mind whenever I feel lost in wandering thoughts. For example, while working, I'll pause briefly, take a deep breath, and return to the present moment. This practice helps me stay focused and prevents distractions from worries or future plans. Gradually, I found myself working more efficiently and feeling less stressed. The journey toward inner peace. Mindfulness is not only a way to live fully, but also a journey toward calmness and serenity in the soul. The more I practice mindfulness, the more I feel freedom from worries, a sense of ease in each moment, and a deeper appreciation for life's simple things. 3. Acceptance. Acceptance is the ability to face every situation without forcing yourself to change things that cannot be changed. Acceptance helps us approach reality calmly, without judgment, creating a less stressful life. Acceptance doesn't mean giving up or surrendering. Rather, it means being ready to face every challenge with flexibility, instead of trying to control or change it. Acceptance in daily life. A practical example of acceptance is when we make big plans but encounter unexpected situations, like sudden rain on a long-awaited outing. Without acceptance, this change could easily lead to frustration and disappointment. However, by embracing acceptance, we can adjust plans or find a way to enjoy the moment, allowing the experience to be lighter and free from negative emotions. Acceptance of oneself and one's limitations. In my journey of acceptance, I've learned that letting go of the desire to control everything is not easy. I used to want everything to go according to my plans, and when things didn't, feelings of disappointment would consume me. Acceptance taught me that life is full of uncertainties, and that's entirely normal. By accepting myself and my limitations, I feel lighter and less anxious about things beyond my control. Acceptance in relationships. Acceptance has also made me more patient and understanding in relationships. Instead of expecting others to meet my standards, I've learned to respect their unique paths. This approach not only reduces conflict, but also helps me see the value of each individual. Acceptance allows me to face the unexpected and find peace in every situation, both with others and within myself. 4. Patience. Patience is a quality that helps us embrace time and growth naturally, without rushing or forcing progress. In a world where everything moves quickly and people are often swept up in the race for success, patience becomes an incredibly valuable quality. Practicing patience teaches us that success and progress don't always come immediately, but are the results of steady, consistent effort. Patience in learning and skill development. A personal example of patience is when I learned to play a musical instrument. At first, it felt challenging, and I often wanted to give up. However, through daily practice and gradual progress, I saw myself improve. With patience, I not only enhanced my skills, but also found joy and confidence in each step. Patience in life. Patience has become a tool for managing my emotions and expectations. I no longer feel easily discouraged when faced with difficulties. Instead, I accept that everything takes time, and there are no shortcuts to success. Patience has allowed me to approach challenges with calmness and recognize the value in every small step forward. Building lasting relationships. Patience has also helped me build more sustainable and less conflict-prone relationships. Rather than forcing others to change according to my timeline, I respect the natural process of things. This approach reduces stress and creates harmony in relationships. Patience has not only helped me grow as a person, but has also become a key to living a balanced and harmonious life. 5. Simplicity. Simplicity is a way of life that focuses on what truly matters, removing anything unnecessary. In modern society, it's easy to get caught up in material pursuits and relationships that don't bring genuine fulfillment. Living simply doesn't mean deprivation. Rather, it's about making mindful choices, focusing on what brings happiness and meaning, and finding peace in a less complicated life. Simplicity in living space. A good example is organizing one's living space. Instead of accumulating things that add clutter, you can keep only essential and meaningful items, creating a clear and calming environment. The simplicity in physical space reflects inner tranquility, bringing comfort and a sense of freedom from chaos. Simplicity in relationships and time. Simplicity has also improved my social life. Instead of committing to too much, I focus on spending time with those who truly matter. This change brings freedom and allows me to appreciate each moment, making every day more meaningful and fulfilling. Choosing simplicity is a choice to live freely and fully with what I truly love. The journey to fulfillment through simplicity. Through simplicity, I've learned that happiness doesn't come from quantity, but from quality. Simplifying my life has helped me feel richer and more meaningful. This shift brings lightness to the soul, helping me appreciate every small thing and making each day a memorable experience. Underscore 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 underscore. 6. Compassion. Compassion is one of the core values in Buddhism, and the Buddha taught that the greatest victory is conquering oneself through compassion. Compassion is not only about understanding and empathizing with others' pain, but also about taking action to soothe, help, and spread sincere love. When we practice compassion, we not only open our hearts to the world, but also enrich our own lives. Compassion in relationships. I remember a time when a close friend was going through a very difficult period, dealing with work pressure and strained personal relationships. Initially, I rushed to offer advice, thinking it would help, but I soon realized that sometimes what friends need isn't solutions, but someone who is willing to listen and understand. I decided to take time to listen without judgment or a rush to resolve things. The feeling of being heard and accepted helped my friend get through that period with more ease. Compassion for oneself. Compassion isn't just for others. It's also about how we treat ourselves. There have been times when I set high expectations for myself, and when I didn't achieve them, I felt like a failure. However, by learning to be compassionate with myself, I gradually accepted my mistakes and limitations, learning to forgive myself. This self-compassion helps me grow without pressure, finding joy and tranquility in each step along the path of personal development. Practicing daily compassion. Daily acts of compassion can start with the smallest gestures, like smiling at a stranger, helping someone in need, or taking a moment to check in on friends. Each small action can create a positive ripple in the community. Compassion helps me connect with the people around me, making life more meaningful. A deep journey to open the heart. Compassion is not only a virtue, but a journey to open the heart and live a more fulfilling life. The more I practice compassion, the less I feel confined by selfish thoughts or small-minded concerns. Instead, compassion has brought me peace and warmth from within, creating a more meaningful and enriched life. 7. Insight. Insight is the ability to deeply understand the nature of life and oneself. Buddha once taught that all we are is shaped by our thoughts. Insight allows us to recognize our thoughts, actions, and attitudes, helping us understand the root causes of suffering and find ways to overcome it. Insight through meditation and reflection. In my journey of meditation, I began to realize that many of my worries were just products of the mind, with no basis in reality. While meditating, I observed my thoughts passing by without clinging to them. Gradually, I understood that many fears and worries were simply mental exaggerations, and I could choose not to let them control me. This insight has helped me live more fully in the present, free from the influence of negative thoughts. Insight in facing challenges. There are times in life when I face challenges and feel uncertain about what to do. However, thanks to insight, I can recognize my emotions without letting them cloud my judgment. For example, when I encounter failure, rather than blaming myself or feeling afraid, I observe the fear and realize that it's not a permanent state. Insight helps me understand that emotions come and go, and I can choose to respond to them calmly. Practicing insight daily. Practicing insight doesn't have to be complicated. I usually take a few minutes each day to ask myself what truly matters and to consider the real reasons behind each decision. This habit helps me look deeper into myself, find my core values, and avoid getting swept up in superficial desires or societal pressures. Finding peace and clarity through insight. Insight frees me from fleeting emotions or superficial desires. The more I understand myself, the more I can live a life of meaning, with calm and clarity. Thanks to insight, I've learned that life doesn't need to be perfect. It simply needs to be true to my values. Underscore 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 underscore. 8. Impermanence. Impermanence, or the constant change of all things, is one of the fundamental teachings of Buddhism. Buddha once said, "Everything comes and goes." Impermanence reminds us that everything changes, helping us cherish the present and release our attachment to the past or future. Impermanence in loss and change. Once, I lost a loved one, and that experience made me reflect deeply on the brevity of life and the value of love. I realized that the most important thing is to cherish each moment with loved ones, rather than waiting for the right time to express my feelings. Impermanence taught me not to wait, but to live fully in the present. Impermanence in daily life. Impermanence has not only helped me face loss, but also live a lighter life, no longer bound by material possessions or achievements. I've learned to let go of things that no longer serve me, releasing the obsession with stability or permanence. Every day, I remind myself that everything will eventually pass, and the important thing is to keep my mind calm, practicing impermanence daily. Practicing impermanence isn't easy, but I often remind myself of the temporary nature of everything around me. When facing challenges or joy, I remember that they are only temporary and will pass. This helps me avoid extreme emotions, keeping my mind steady and clear, living fully in the present through impermanence. Impermanence reminds me that life is not about reaching a destination, but about the journey itself. Living with a spirit of impermanence helps me appreciate each moment, fostering gratitude and continuous learning. With impermanence, I feel freer, unburdened by attachment or worry. 9. Freedom from suffering. Freedom from suffering is a key goal in Buddhism, where suffering arises from attachment, desire, and fear of loss. Buddha taught that true happiness comes from within, and by letting go of our desires, we find freedom and peace. Freedom from suffering in personal life. I used to constantly pursue success and external validation, feeling disappointed whenever I didn't achieve what I wanted. But by practicing freedom from suffering, I've learned that happiness doesn't come from fulfilling every desire. It's about accepting and loving myself in each circumstance. As a result, I feel lighter and more at ease with what I have. Freedom from suffering in relationships. Freedom from suffering has also helped me maintain harmony in relationships, when I no longer cling to expectations for others to meet my desires. I feel more relaxed and less pressured by relationships around me. This gives me the freedom and ability to love others naturally, without conditions. Practicing freedom from suffering daily. Each day, I try to let go of unnecessary desires, not allowing them to control my life. Recognizing that everything we desire is temporary and subject to change, I gradually feel a sense of freedom. Life becomes more comfortable, and I learn to face every challenge peacefully. A journey to freedom and peace. Freedom from suffering is not about avoiding difficulties. It's about the ability to face them without letting them dictate our emotions and happiness. Each day, practicing freedom from suffering brings me closer to inner peace and freedom, unbound by desires and dissatisfaction. ______________________________________________________________________________________________________ Inner peace. Inner peace is a state of calm and tranquility, unaffected by external influences. Buddha once said, "Maintain your inner peace like a lamp that is unmoved by the wind." Inner peace doesn't come from avoiding difficulties, but from facing them with calmness and acceptance. Inner peace at work. I used to work in a high-pressure environment where projects required fast, precise completion. Initially, I often felt stressed, worried about whether I could meet expectations. However, through practicing meditation and mindfulness, I learned to maintain my calm and focus, even as the pressure increased. As a result, I was no longer swept up in anxiety, but could work more effectively. Inner peace has allowed me to make clear decisions and reduce stress at work. Inner peace in relationships. There have been times when conflicts with family or friends disrupted my peace, causing sleepless nights and restless thoughts, focusing on inner peace. However, I've learned that I don't need to let these conflicts consume my mind. Gradually, I've developed the ability to listen calmly without letting anger or disappointment take over. With inner peace, I can resolve matters more harmoniously, fostering better relationships, practicing inner peace daily. A crucial habit for sustaining inner peace is setting aside quiet time each day for meditation and deep breathing. I typically begin each morning with a few minutes of meditation, focusing on my breath to keep my mind relaxed and ready to face whatever the day may bring. This practice reduces stress and makes me feel lighter, better equipped to face challenges as they arise. The journey to finding peace. Inner peace is a long journey, but each day brings me a step closer to this state of calm. By releasing negative thoughts and accepting things beyond my control, I create a peaceful space within. Inner peace makes me feel grounded and happy from within, allowing me to find joy in simply being present. 11. Gratitude. Gratitude is the practice of recognizing and appreciating what we have rather than focusing on what's lacking. Buddha once said, "Cherish the small things, for they are the foundation of great happiness." By practicing gratitude, we realize that life is already complete, without needing to chase happiness in distant things. Practicing daily gratitude. Each day, I write down the things I'm grateful for, whether it's a delicious meal, fresh morning air, or support from loved ones. Recording these moments helps me recognize that life is filled with joy and meaning. When I pause and reflect on the good around me, my heart feels lighter and more optimistic. Gratitude in difficult times. Gratitude also helps me find joy in challenging times. During trials and setbacks, instead of complaining, I try to find something to be thankful for, like inner strength or support from friends. This shift helps me approach difficulties with a positive outlook, creating the mental resilience to overcome challenges. Practicing gratitude with others. A part of gratitude is appreciating the people around us. When we express gratitude to family, friends, or colleagues, we not only make them feel valued, but also strengthen our connection with them. I often show gratitude by writing heartfelt thank you notes or simply sending an encouraging message. This creates a positive environment and builds bonds with the people in my life. Living a rich life through gratitude. Gratitude has shown me that life doesn't need to be perfect for us to be happy. By appreciating what I have and cherishing each moment, I live a life filled with meaning and joy. Practicing gratitude has removed feelings of lack, helping me see life as abundant and fulfilling. _ 12. Harmony with nature. Harmony with nature is about respecting and connecting deeply with the environment around us. Buddha taught, trees, animals, and everything around us have their own souls and life. Living in harmony with nature is not only about protecting the environment, but also about finding peace in the natural world. Living close to nature. Whenever I have the chance, I like to take walks in the park or watch the sunset. These moments bring me a sense of relaxation and help me connect deeply with myself. When I'm close to nature, I feel like I'm being heard and revitalized. Sounds of nature like the wind and birdsong create a peaceful atmosphere I rarely find elsewhere. Protecting and respecting the environment. Living in harmony with nature also means taking responsibility to protect it. I try to minimize plastic use, conserve water and electricity, and recycle where possible. By doing so, I not only protect nature, but also feel more aware and responsible in my actions. Meditating in nature. One way to connect with nature is to meditate outdoors. When I meditate under the trees, I feel a strong connection to the earth, plants, and a peaceful energy that fills my body. Nature not only brings calm, but also deepens my understanding of life's interconnectedness. Finding fulfillment in nature. Nature is an unlimited treasure that gives us a sense of wholeness. I've realized that I don't need to search for happiness in faraway things. Living in harmony with nature is enough. The tranquility of nature teaches me to live simply, appreciate what I have, and cherish each moment. Underscore. Underscore, 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 underscore. 13. The middle way. The middle way is a balanced approach that avoids extremes. Buddha taught, happiness lies in balance between extremes. The middle way is not about indecision, but about the ability to keep life harmonious, allowing us to live peacefully and in balance. Balance between work and rest. I used to work until I was exhausted, only to feel drained afterward. I realized that work and rest need balance. Overcommitting to work at the expense of personal well-being leads to burnout. But solely focusing on rest without direction can make life feel empty. The middle way taught me that balancing work and rest sustains both physical and mental health. The middle way in relationships. The middle way also helps me maintain balance in relationships. I've experienced times when I expected too much from others or sacrificed too much, leading to disappointment. By practicing the middle way, I respect both myself and others, finding a balance between giving and receiving that keeps relationships harmonious and lasting. Practicing the middle way in daily life. Practicing the middle way can start with small habits, like eating a healthy diet, neither excessive nor deprived. Whenever I face a decision, I pause and consider the choice that brings long-term benefit without harming my health or spirit. Living a happy life through the middle way. The middle way helps me feel calm and grounded in all aspects of life, without extreme expectations or goals. I find lasting contentment and joy. The middle way truly serves as a guide to a harmonious life, allowing me to live peacefully and fully each day. Life is a constant flow of change, drawing us into challenges, worries, and unending desires. Yet, amid this ceaseless current, there lies a shore of calm, a place where each of the principles we've explored becomes a guiding compass, helping us reconnect with the tranquility within. Each principle is a gentle yet profound reminder that peace and happiness aren't distant dreams. They can be found in moments when we live fully in the present, when we release our need to control outcomes, and when we feel gratitude in every breath. The journey to inner calm and freedom is not a destination, but a path where each step and experience holds unique significance. If one of these principles resonates with you, allow yourself to practice it with patience and compassion. Let these teachings seep into your life, like gentle rain soaking into the earth, silently but powerfully, transforming from within. And you may come to realize that sometimes the answers you've long searched for aren't found elsewhere, but have always existed within. Each of us holds the seeds of peace and happiness, needing only the nourishment of awareness, mindfulness, and compassion. Cherish this journey and let it become the light guiding you on the path of life. May you find joy, serenity, and true meaning in every step of your journey.